All right, we're up to update number, I think, 7 on the Corona message. So, and for those who didn't see the videos, I like to say again that the goal is to be excited for change, not to be scared or anything. There's not so many dead people. I'm not saying I don't feel bad for the dead people, but it's there's much more people who die from smoking or a car crash or that. It's just that there's a reason why things happening the way it happened, that the whole world is involved with it, and of course there's many rabbanim, rabbis all over the world. It's flooding with different opinions, all that. The ultimate reason, we don't know. We cannot know exactly why Hashem does it. But it's for ourselves, our own personal life, to find out something, different ideas. What's the message? Obviously, everyone is going to have a message he connects to. However, you have to be careful. There are things that I hear out there that are completely destructive. Like I just heard a Rav in Israel who said that the reason this is happening is because of the women covering their hair with shaitels, and therefore the immediate solution is to burn the shaitels right now. This is, in my humble opinion, maybe I'm completely wrong, but in my humble opinion, I find this completely ridiculous, because there are much more important things than covering your hair with a shaitel. And on the contrary, even if part of it is true, that's not the root. The root, God doesn't care you put a shaitel or not. God cares about Ben Adam lechavero more than Ben Adam lemakom. And the first place to fix is between each other. But let's go deeper to the root, the connected to that. And I think that's where I told the person, I think you're wrong. I think what you're speaking is the external. Those are the symptoms. It's the fever. It's the virus on the external thing. But what's the root of the problem has to do with the woman, and it has to do with the man. It has to do with the man who is not respecting his wife. The purpose of creation is to become one with God. The purpose of creation is to be one with his wife. The purpose of creation is to become one, to bring unity. Hashem echad u'shemo echad. You be basar echad, one with your wife, then you'll be able to be one with God. Interestingly, and that doesn't just come from me. Many people speak about it. We call it Corona. First of all, Corona, the crown. What's the crown of the husband? Is the wife. And so there's only a king if there's a queen. And not only that, so that refers to the crown. It refers to Malchus, which corresponds to Yemei Moshiach, which corresponds to the woman. And interestingly, we call it also Kavod 19, which corresponds to Cavod 19, meaning the same letters, same pronunciation. So Kavod, what's Kavod? Kavod is honor. What's 19? 19 is the gematria for Chava. Chava was the wife of Adam, but the name that she got after Adam sinned. So what's happening is that Chava was not given that at the beginning. She was called Isha, as if he was giving a lack of respect to his wife, because he called her Isha. Oh, you're an extension of Ish. You come from me, and therefore I call you Isha. He didn't see her own unique greatness, and because of that, he lacked love. He lacked respect. He didn't, so to speak, give her a crown. He thought, I don't need Chava, and that's why she ended up alone. Why is she doing alone? You just created her. Hashem, the most beautiful woman in the world. You just created her. Now you let her alone, and she was looking for real attention, real love, and therefore she went out. She went out, and the snake, the Nachash, came. Nachash is Gematria 358, which is Gematria Moshiach, which is Gematria Corona also. So what's happening with different ways you can do the gematrias, but it's all fits together anyway. So what's happening is that now we have the woman who is along with the snake. So and then there was Adam Arishon's sin, and then after the sin, Adam Arishon called her Chava. She's the mother of all the nations. I didn't realize how powerful the women were. I didn't realize the power of the female, the power of the female aspect in the world, but what a woman is and can be, how much she gives, that she gives life. A Jew can only be a Jew through a woman. And the idea is that a woman needs to feel beautiful. She needs to feel love. She needs to feel desired. And unless the man, a real man, is going to show her love and is going to show her that he desires her and and he says you're beautiful and I want you, and she's going to respect her, then only then she's not gonna need. I don't even need the shittle, because I don't need to wear a thing with hair, because I feel already beautiful so much from inside my home. I don't need to put myself out there. I keep my whole beauty in the inside. So I'm not giving a psak on whether she should have shadows or not. It was a bit more in response to what I heard, but to go to the root really of what could be one of the main root of the problem. We know Sof Maaseh Machshava Tchila. What happens at the end is to connect us to the very beginning. And the very beginning, that was what was lacking. There's a lack of appreciation of the female aspect of creation of the wife, of the mother. And therefore, now we have Kavod 19. We have to learn how to give honor to our wives, who are not just wives, they are everything. Just like Rabbi Akiva said when he came back to Rachel and says she is, where's Rachel, her name? Akiva come back and everything I have is hers. It's all from her. Imagine every man who comes back home with a paycheck of the working the whole month is everything I have, my whole paycheck, it's hers. It belongs to her. Right? So how many men can really do that? My whole greatness, my Torah that I have acquired through all the hours of learning, my family, my reputation, all that, you know why I have all that? Thanks to my wife. How many people can actually do that and really mean it? That's really powerful. So I think if there's one area that we should work a lot on during this time, is while we're home with our spouse. It's interesting that we're confined to our house. What's the house? The house is the woman. The house is the wife. Now you have an opportunity to work on your marriage more than ever before in history. You're stuck with your wife home. Can you stay stuck with your wife? How many men just want to come back late home at night after work so that I don't have to deal with her and all her crazy stuff? Can you spend quality time together? So now we have a time where you can try to work on, have dinner together, speaking together, speaking about the family, the kids, showing her appreciation for everything she does, and trying to make her feel loved and appreciated for everything she does. Now that you're home, you see how hard it is to be with the kids home. You get a very great appreciation of why the woman's so powerful, how much she gives you without you knowing it behind the closed door of the home. So may we all celebrate today, as part of our growth throughout that Corona thing. The virus is the virus of not giving, is the virus of COVID-19. It's the virus of not giving honor to our wives, not honoring, giving love, respect, attention, showing her that we want her. That's how the first sin started. and we're coming at the end, and we have to fix the first sin. So may we take this as a lesson, and may we become the best husband ever. That should be kind of maybe your coronavirus, uh, work and focus. During that corona phase, I'm going to work on being the best husband ever. I'm going to do what she wants. I'm going to do what she asks. I'm going to do. Try to listen to your wife, just like Abraham had to listen to Sarah. And God willing, we'll be able to fix the sin of the first sin, and we'll be able to destroy the Nachash, who is the gematria Corona, and we'll be able to, this way, bring Moshiach, which is also gematria 358. So God willing, for all husbands, or all people who have a woman, make sure she feels loved and she looks beautiful in your eyes. And with that, we'll be able to improve the world step by step and earn Moshiach without any more viruses, God willing. Baruch Adonai L'olam, Amen ve'Amen.